Hello and welcome to this week's Bruin TV video announcements. We're coming to you live from Studio 119. I'm Tree Turner.
And I'm Lucas Mann.
And this is Bruin TV. Please join us for a moment of silence.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a number of things going on at BHS this week. Here's Logan Van Pearson with a look at them. Logan?
Thank you, Gentry. Looking ahead to next week. Next week is homecoming. Next week is a homecoming along with a retro-themed Through the Decade Spirit Week, so it's time to dress up. On Monday, be sure to wear 60s themed groovy green, and Tuesday is a daffodil disco, so be sure to wear yellow in spirit of the 70s. In the 80s, be sure to wear pink for Wednesday's theme of funky fuchsia. Thursday is the theme of Out with the Old Orange for the 90s, and so be sure to wear some orange. Also on Thursday is the drive-through homecoming parade at 5:30 in the BHS parking lot. And finally, on Friday we have the homecoming assembly at 9:50, as well as the homecoming football game that night where we rough up the roughers. And finally, wear blue on Friday as the theme is back to the blucher. On Saturday we have the homecoming BHS dance at 8 p.m. in the indoor activity facility. That's all of the things going on here this week. I'm Logan Van Pearson, Bruin TV.
October 1st is a big day for those who are looking to go to college. BHS Counseling Director and Mrs. Founts tells us more. School lunches,
So October is a big month for our seniors. October 1st is the first day in which families can apply for their free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. That's an opportunity for students to receive grants and monies to help them pay for college. Also in October, on October 19th, we're having a college fair here at BHS. So all students are invited, particularly want to focus on juniors and seniors to come out and see over 40 college reps that will be in the field house to provide information about their colleges.
School lunches are all new this year. Bruin TV's Kate Fullerton has more.
Mr. Harp and Mr. Hancock helped monitor the lunches last year and this year and were able to tell us about some changes they saw in the cafeteria and how students responded to it.
I'm an assistant principal, 10 through 12, last names A through K.
I am the principal of the Bruin Academy and over the other alternative programs such as adult ed and virtual students.
I attend the 10 through 12 first lunch and the 10 through 12 second lunch, which the first one starts around 11:30 and the second one starts about 12:30. With COVID, and we've learned a lot about how things have are spread and different things like that. So last year we had to be very strict on having everything in a styrofoam box, kind of a grab and go, a contactless lunch where we had to spread out, and we were very strict on that. As the school year went along and we learned more about how COVID spreads, those were able to relax a little bit.
Just with everything that's happened with COVID and us being a little bit more normalized this year, no longer are we having to rotate in and out of the gyms. We're down in the commons now, so it's been a little different on that front, but really back to normal.
We kind of have everyone more in one place, and that we have to watch everyone still the same way, right? But being closer together definitely makes it a little bit easier, and it's easier on our staff that we're not having to clean such a large area 3 times a day. So that was more difficult.
That it feels like there's a lot more kids in there just because we had so many students who were out due to COVID needs, or students that opted to go virtual last year, that it just seems a little big right now. Just seeing the kids being able to sit with their friends and not be, one at a table or being in a gym somewhere, and just a normal school environment, I really enjoy this. The biggest deal for the cafeteria workers are that efficiency that students are able to get in and out and being able to still have a little bit of choice, but being able to serve everybody they need to serve in a short window of time has been, I think it's been great.
Many nearby schools, such as Jinx, have issued a new mask mandate, but for now, lunches and COVID protocols stay the same. From Bruin TV, I'm Kate Fullerton.
The Bartlesville Mall is under new ownership. Bruin TV's Xavier Rogers gives us a glimpse about how the vendors feel about the change.
Recently, the Washington Park Mall was bought by Conan Retail Investment Group. They specialize in fixing troubled malls. The ones they fixed so far have gotten pretty decent reviews. What do the tenants of the mall think about the new ownership?
Well, quite frankly, living in Bartlesville for a long time, I'm really happy that the mall has new ownership. Just for the sole fact that after a while, the mall really was degrading and needed a lot of help. The owners before weren't doing a lot to help the businesses and the people that were here. So to see the new owners, to see that they're going to make it entertainment, business, and office sectors in here and revitalize it and drop the rent for everyone, that definitely made me happy. They seem to be a lot more open to working with the businesses here than the previous management, so I only see great things coming from it.
So we're expecting, we've already seen that a church has moved in, like literally we share a wall with them. So we're expecting, the fact that them lowering the rent is going to attract more tenants. Overall, it's just going to help them all out. They're probably going to expand the hours again. And honestly, Bartlesville needs that, honestly. So I think it'll be good. I think them lowering the rent will be a good move on their part, bringing people back, and for this community especially, because Bartlesville needs it.
GameStop believes that this new owner could be very beneficial for the mall. For Bruin TV, I'm Xavier Rogers.
Hey, this is the highly requested fan favorite segment I like to call the Hot 10 Top 10. We sent out a survey that asked our student body for their favorite songs. And today on the Hot 10 Top 10, we'll be going over the top 10 student hits of this week. Coming in at number 10, we have Bound 2 by Kanye West.
Close your eyes and let the word paint 1,000 pictures. One good girl is worth 1,000. Bam!
At number 9, we have Fair Trade by Drake.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one and I'm still here outside.
At number 8, we have Kiss Me More by Doja Cat and SZA.
Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it moves. Oh, oh.
Coming in at number 7, we have Moonlight Sonata, Third Movement by Beethoven. At number 6, we have Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo.
You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I hurt, yeah.
At number 5, we have Hurricane by Kanye West.
Oh, I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't.
At number 4, we have Industry Baby by Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow.
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low.
Coming in at number 3, we have Donda Chant by Kanye West.
Donda, 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 donda.
At number 2, we have I Don't Have One. Introducing our number 1 musical masterpiece of this week, we brought in the Olivia Ontiveros.
The number 1 song this week is Rick and Morty by Soulja Boy.
Rick and Morty, Rick.
I voted for Rick and Morty because
Rick and Morty, yeah. Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick, yeah. Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty.
That's all for this week's Hot 10 Top 10. I'm Gentry Turner, Bruin TV.
That's all for that That's all for this week's live Bruin TV announcements. Watch each week to find out information around BHS in our community. I'm Lucas Mann.
And I'm Gentry Turner.
And this is Bruin TV.